Preparing for the test. Begin by checking the expiry date on the other package. Do not use the product if the date has passed. Then equilibrate the test kit to room temperature before use. Thoroughly sanitize your workbench and your hands. Unpack the test kit components onto your workbench. Carefully read the enclosed instructions for use. Then pierce the foil seal of the tube with diluent using the long point end of the dropper. There are 3 methods of collecting a sample. 1. Deep throat sputum sample collection. Inhale deeply and exhale forcefully through your mouth and repeat for 3 times. Cough deep from within your chest to produce sputum, then spit your sputum into the sputum dish. Sputum originates from deep inside your lungs and should be slightly yellow or green in color. Remove the sterile swab from the pill pack, being careful to avoid touching the sponge tip with your hands or contacting it with any other foreign surface. Fully cover the swab sponge tip with sputum by placing it into the sputum dish and apply a mixing motion. 2. Anterior nasal sample collection. Remove the sterile swab from the pill pack, being careful to avoid touching the sponge tip with your hands or contacting it with any foreign surface. Insert the swab sponge tip 1.5 cm into your nostril. Slowly rotate the swab 4 times in a circular path against inside your nostril for 15 seconds. Use the same swab and repeat it into your another nostril. 3. Deep throat and tonsil swab method. It may happen to a person being tested is unable to produce a sputum sample, especially in the case of children. In this case, a throat and tonsil swab can be used as an alternative method to collect a sample. Remove the sterile swab stick from the pill pack, being careful to avoid touching a sponge tip with your hands or contacting it with other foreign surface. Instruct the patient to open his mouth and say "ah." When swabbing children, it is advisable to use a tongue depressor for ease of application and additional safety. Swab the back of the throat, including the left and right tonsil area, taking care not to contact the swab tip with any other part of the mouth. A gag reflex is a very common when a good sample is obtained. After finishing the sample collection, prepare the sample specimen. Fully immerse the swab sponge tip into the diluent. Then squeeze the tube against the swab tip and rotate the swab stick into a twisting motion for 30 seconds to ensure all the sample is mixed into the diluent. Removing the swab while continuing to squeeze the sides of the tube so as to extract all the liquid from the sponge tip. Then safely dispose of the swab, holding the dropper by the protective cap and insert the long point end into the tube until it is securely fitted. Conducting the test. Gently mix the sample again by rotating the tube for 5 seconds in the stirring motion. Then remove the protective cap from the dropper. Remove the test cassette from its foil pack. Insert the tube and squeeze 3 drops into a small sample while the bottom end of the test cassette. The test may continue even if you add the 4 drops accidentally. Start the stopwatch and read the test result after 15 minutes and before 30 minutes, beyond which the test results are no longer considered valid. Interpreting the test result. If the C line displays a visible color band and the T line is blank, then the test result is negative and you're unlikely to have COVID-19. If the C line and T line display a visible color band, then the test result is positive and you most likely are infected with COVID-19. If the C line is blank, then the test result is considered invalid. On completion, dispose all the materials in a plastic bag and sanitize your hands thoroughly.